Good evening, America, and welcome to the dinner party broadcasting live from the White House. Here with me tonight are some very special guests. Former President Jimmy Carter, Vice President George Bush, Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev, and yes, even Colonel Oliver North, Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, Civil Rights leader Jesse Jackson, and a very hungry gentleman who's had a tough time. I hope we're all excited to get the show on the road and dig into the wonderful food we're about to feast on, and I'm glad to be joined by so many walks of life.
Did somebody say food?
Alright then. We'll also have some casual entertainment after dinner. The Oval Office is filled with jazzercise equipment that we'll be using later. Besides that, how is everyone feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I just find it interesting that I would get invited to such an event, because people who usually don't bring on their opponent, especially when they are about to get embarrassed by them.
Yo, chill with all that, but let's all relax and just enjoy the food that is about to be served to us.
Well, Ronald, if any wings go missing, do you know where they might end up?
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mr. President, these wings are tremendous. How did you make them?
Chill with the glazing. But you're right, these are American-made, George.
Freedom spiced with the nuclear taste of the Strategic Defense Initiative.
The only containment that you need is that of your mouth.
Mr. Reagan, may I please have a wing before the economy takes off?
Oh, relax, you'll get something eventually. It might just trickle down onto you.
Please, Mr. Reagan, I need this. My mother's very homeless. I live on the street. I just want to help her out.
Well, maybe we just got to wait for the wealthy businessmen to invest back in their business, so that will definitely trickle down to you. That's the plan, right, Ronald?
Sure is, George.
Do I have to eat the crumbs or something?
Patience. The wealthy will eat, but I promise the crumbs will come.
I hate to break it to you, Mr. President, but millions feel left behind. The only thing trickling down tonight is this guy's odor. What opportunities are you giving him?
Jesse, I hear you, but I believe in opportunity. These cuts mean more jobs and more investment.
Opportunity means nothing if folk can't afford a table or a roof. What are you doing to help?
I'm fixing the economy from the recklessness of those before me.
You're the only reckless person in this room.
Well, let's come back to the problems of the economy. Mr. President, why aren't we addressing the problem of the deficit?
George, I've said it before. Problem's not the size of the deficit, it's the size of the government's claim on our economy. We'll cut spending where we can and let growth pay the rest of the debt off in the long run.
You know I called your ideas voodoo economics because it's unrealistic, Ron.
Only you would talk about cures and curses, George.
That's very funny, sir.
Mr. President, did you decide this seating chart based on precedent, or are we testing new constitutional theories like you have with the troops in Grenada?
Sandra, I didn't appoint you to make fun of me. The invasion of Grenada was essential to the security of our people so that they didn't become commies like some.
So is this seating chart more like the Iran-Contra then?
Whoa, what does anyone here have to do with that?
We all know you're covering for Reagan, Ollie. Just give it up.
You don't understand the importance of protecting our country, Sandra. I served in Vietnam. I understand what goes into national defense. Isn't that right, Ronald?
Yep, Ollie. That's why I brought you in here.
Now, Mr. President, purely hypothetical question. How many wings count as an unauthorized transfer?
Well, Colonel, I suppose in the sense it's hypothetical, and that only matters if Congress finds out.
Mr. President, if Congress objects to tonight's menu, are you going to negotiate or serve it anyways?
Mrs. O'Connor, I found throughout my years it's much easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
This dinner's delicious. Don't you agree, Ronald?
Indeed it is, Jimmy.
Everyone's happy eating the meal I spent 400 days preparing. So you took the credit. Remind you of something?
Jimmy, you've always been a fine man, but when I took office, the hostage takers feared my stature and let them go without a word spoken. On top of that, you left the nation with skyrocketing inflation rates. The people were just begging for the change I'd bring.
Change? More like gas lines and mortgage hikes, Ronald.
Now look at this economy. Lower inflation, booming growth. You'd think credit might be due where it's earned.
The economy didn't change overnight when you showed up. You think you just magically fixed everything with your so-called Reaganomics?
It did ease the pain. We lifted oil price controls, ended gas lines. People have jobs again.
Keep yapping, man.
You mean families now need 2 jobs to survive, right?
Well, at least people are working. Being on unemployment too long doesn't solve anything either.
Mr. President, I watch world events carefully. Why does America spend so much on arms?
Mikhail, my friend, I believe in peace through strength. We must deter threats or our freedom vanishes.
Do you truly speak peace, Mr. Reagan?
Of course I do, Mr. Gorbachev, just like how the Soviet people seek food and security.
Mr. President, my people see Americans buying what they want, living better than they did under communism. Our citizens had everything, but now many life worse, suffocating in bureaucracy. Capitalism may boast freedom, but it still leaves our workers behind.
I'll take freedom any day. Here people vote and own homes. In your system, they wait in line for food and answers.
And in America, you wait in line for medicine or for a paycheck that won't stretch.
The Soviet economy failed, Mikhail. That's why Glasnost and Perestroika even started, to fix your system.
Do you not see the irony, Ronald? You fight the Sovietsky Soyuz, the Soviet Union globally, yet you export crisis. My country is crumbling under those shackles.
Your reforms are brave, but we can't tolerate Soviet espionage or revolutions in our backyard.
Alright guys, let's stop talking politics and start jazzercising instead. I'm practically behind bars not being able to listen to Michael Jackson.
I like that idea.